Hi there, good afternoon, everybody, or good morning, whatever you prefer. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So, we're here with the episode of this week. This is an episode I put on every Sunday, try to get it out between 12 and 2. Lately, it's been taking a little bit longer because I got so many things to do, and Sunday's my only day to do it. Sunday is actually the busiest day of the week for me. But I am happy to report that after months of battle, I've won the war against the mealy bugs. They are no longer affecting my plants. Only seen one today, and he was terminated very quickly. So the plants are free from mealy bug and doing well. Having done all that, we are now going to start this episode. So this episode this week is basically just an episode I do every week that kind of details what we're going to be doing on the channel for the week of, which is this week, which is from October the 5th to October the 11th. I tend to go from Sunday to Monday, Sunday to Saturday. That's the way I was taught as a child. I'm going to stick with it because that's the one I'm familiar with. And we'll talk about the channel shows, the regular shows, a little bit about the series that's going on. And usually I start off by talking about anything that didn't go well in the past or something that needed to be correct. So I had several episodes that were late this week, mostly due to work and time constraints, nothing more than that. After working 10 hours a day, sometimes I get home, I want to eat first, and then I try to get to whatever I'm doing right away and try to do all the other stuff that needs to be done before I go to bed. But I try to get it done. So this week we had a few that were a little bit late. Well, actually last week we had a few that were a little bit late. And I canceled the mini series for Tuesday night because I was ill prepared for it, and I think I should be more prepared for it, as I'll be doing most of the prep work today, Sunday, for almost all of the shows I'm going to be doing. I try to get all the prep work done so that when it comes time to do it, basically I'm just presenting it. So, but it takes, I would say about half of the time doing this is taken up by the prep work. Anyways, enough of that detailed stuff from the past. So for this week, we're going to do the first episode, which is, of course, this week, released, which will detail all the stuff we're going to talk about for the week. This episode will come out Sunday between 12 and 2, probably closer to 2 today. The next episode is tonight's Into the Prog verse, and I did manage to set it up right away. Last week I thought I set it up right away, and I didn't get it set up, and then I was rushing to get it done on the Sunday. So this week it's prepared to go. We're going to be doing my Nectar collection, and I'm just going to give you my... So we're going to be doing this collection. I've got, I think, about 7 of their albums now, somewhere around there. And I believe I have a DVD too, so we'll include that if I do have it. I'm pretty sure I have one. It may be IQ or Overhead that I have and not Nectar, so it could be one of those. So anyways, we're going to do the Nectar collection for the live stream Into the Prog Burst tonight at 8 o'clock. Next up is Look Back at a Classic Rock Album. This is a show in which I take an album that I consider to be a classic. That means anything older than 15 years. That is at least a 2.5, a 1, or a masterpiece album. That's how I generally come up with how I do these Look Back at a Classic Rock Album. And the album we're going to be featuring this week is the Beatles' Please Please Me. This one goes all the way back to 1963. Yeah, I wasn't born yet, but I was close. I was a thought. So we're going to do this. I quite like this album quite a bit. It has 14 tracks in total. Most of them are among my early Beatles favorites from their earlier albums. So Please Please Me from the Beatles for a Look Back at a Classic Rock Album, Monday at 8 o'clock. Next up is the mini-series, which we're going to start this week, finally. It's a couple weeks break while I kind of organize how I want to do this. So basically this series is going to be called Deep Cuts. It's a series in which Ben will be giving me there's going to be 6 episodes total. He'll be giving me 6 different bands and deep cuts from them, and I'm going to rank those deep cuts to how I like them. We settled on 15 songs from them. So yes, we'll be doing this band first, Deep Purple. They will start out the deep cuts. He's given me 15, actually gave me more, but we cut it back to 50, and I'll be doing the 15 songs. We'll talk about them on the day we're doing it. I will tell you what they are, and then I'll give you my ranking of how I like them. So that's how we're going to be doing this episode, which will start this week, Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, Deep Cuts, the mini-series. Next up, favorites. So favorites is a show I do on Wednesdays. Usually I do a list of some sort or a ranking of some sort. This week last week we did 5 albums that were I considered to be immortal albums. This week we're going to do 10 songs that took the 60s by storm. Oh, sorry, grabbed the wrong thing. I don't need that. So I've picked out 10 rock songs that came out in the 1960s that I think were kind of were big, and everybody got into them right away, and they were hit classics on the radio. I'm going to stick with just one per band because otherwise the Beatles may end up dominating this, but I'm not going to go there. I want to do only one song per band, so we will do that for 10 songs that took the 60s by storm on favorites this Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Next up, what's new? Lars Fredrik Frosley, a keyboardist for Wobbler, had an album he put out this year, the Gamelmeister, I'm not sure how you want to pronounce that. He is a Finnish rock star, and this solo album I've listened to, I like it, so we're going to be doing that for what's new this week on Thursday at 8 o'clock. So Friday at 8, we will do Who Did It Better? And the song he's chosen this week, so Ben is the subscriber of mine. He's picked a song and 2 artists that did it, and then I got to pick which one I like better. This one might be a no-brainer. So we're going to be doing I Am a Walrus, which was originally my favorite track by the Beatles, and it was covered on The Big Bang Theory by the Styx, which is a collection of covers that they did early in the years in this beginning of this century, and I'll give you which one I like better, and that's Who Did It Better? I Am a Walrus, originally done by the Beatles and covered by Styx, which will come out Friday at 8 o'clock. Hope to see you all then. Next up, the Saturday night special, I guess I call it. Ranking the songs off an album. So I've been kind of sticking with this, kind of like doing this one, so I'm going to stick with it for a while until somebody suggests something different. And we're going to do the songs off of this album, Welcome to My Nightmare by Alice Cooper. This album, probably one of my favorite of his albums, so I will be ranking the 10 tracks on this album for that show Saturday at 8 o'clock. So that's it for the regular channel shows for the week. Next up is the series for the month of October, which is 31 albums that have a kind of a scary theme or a monster theme on the cover of the album. We've done 5 already. 5 already? Today's the 5th? No. Yeah, we did 5 already. Today was the first one for this week. And then we'll do the rest of this week. Hopefully we'll see this will come out. Hopefully we'll get to see this. It will come out every morning at 8 a.m. Always. Because I tend to like to do these the night before or early in the morning before I leave. I don't like to leave them, or sometimes I do them in groups, depending on time constraints. So the series for the month of October, 31 albums that have a scary cover or a monster on the cover. That's what we're doing for the Halloween special for the month. And they will, like I said, come out at 8 a.m. every morning. So hope to see you all for that as well. Haven't decided on my next month's series, but I have a couple that I want to do, so I may throw one of them in there. So hopefully we'll see you throughout the month, throughout the week, and we will see you then. Take care. Oh, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. If you want to make any comments about anything I've said, you can do that also in the comment sections. We will see you throughout the week. Take care. Have yourself a good evening, good day, and goodbye here from the Prog Monster.